Blue Jays breaking news. Our daily edition starts now with the most important breaking news and latest updates.
Speed up with us on the Toronto Report and follow the statements that are shaking up the baseball backstage.
The Toronto Blue Jays is something you almost never see at a trade deadline. They sold high, bought smart, and completely reshaped the pitching staff in the span of about 6 hours. Kevin Gausman is gone. Daulton Varsho is gone. Jeff Hoffman is gone. And somehow, in the middle of all that selling, Ross Atkins turned around and acquired a legitimate front rotation arm in José Soriano. Let's get into every single move, because this is a franchise-altering deadline for the Jays' 2026 push and beyond. Start with a headline swap. Kevin Gausman to the Chicago Cubs for infield prospect Ty Saltazine and outfield prospect Brett Bateman. Gausman is in the middle of the worst full season of his 5 years wearing the blue and white, but a 102 ERA plus still tells you he's a league average or better arm in a pennant race. And Toronto ate $0 in the deal. That's important from a competitive balance tax standpoint. Every dollar not attached to an outgoing player is a dollar relief on Toronto's CBT number for the stretch run and into 2027 planning. On the return, Saltazine, Baseball America's number 10 Cubs prospect, is a 21-year-old middle infielder slashing .326 /.451 /.372 in high A. That on-base skill is elite for his level, but 0 home runs and a light contact profile mean pitchers are going to start attacking the zone more as he climbs. Realistic outcome here is a utility infielder who plays short and second and gets on base at a high clip in a bench role. Think a table setter type off the roster. Bateman, MLB Pipeline's number 21 Cubs prospect, profiles more intriguingly. He's a lefty bat hitting .312 /.430 /.421 with 20 stolen bases in AAA. Think Miles Straw with a better bat, an on-base speed, defense profile that could see MLB time in Toronto before the season ends. Quick grade. C. Not a blockbuster return for a former Cy Young finalist. But with Gausman's trade value already depressed by the down season, this is close to the market rate. Here's where it gets interesting. While shipping out veterans, the front office flipped the script and sent Arjun Nimala, Eddie Machiletti, and Angel Rivero to Los Angeles Angels for right-hander José Soriano. This is the move of the deadline for Toronto. Soriano isn't a free agent until 2029. For full years of team control on a pitcher who owns a 3.29 ERA and a 2.7 WAR across 22 starts this season. For his career, he's put up 7.0 WAR in 113 appearances, 73 of them starts. Slot him in alongside Dylan Cease and Trey Yesovich. And suddenly Toronto's rotation has real swing and miss stuff and multiple years of cost control at the top. The cost is real, though. Nimala is a legitimate prospect, and losing him stings from a farm system standpoint. But you don't get controllable 20-something starter with these underlying numbers without giving something up. This is exactly the kind of value for controllable years swap that playoff caliber teams have to make. Quick grade, B. And that grade is going to swing hard on what Nimala eventually becomes at the big league level. Adam Macko heads to the Texas Rangers for infielder Josh Smith and right-hander Josh Steffen. Macko has been a Buffalo Shuttle regular, effective enough but unspectacular, and critically, he's out of options after this season, meaning his roster flexibility was drying up anyway. Smith is a 5-year MLB veteran who's played everywhere except catcher and pitcher. He posted a 3.5 WAR in 2024 and a 2.9 WAR in 2025. Genuinely above average utility production. But he's cratered this year to minus 0.6 WAR, while hitting just .213 /.299 /.272. Defensively, he still grades out as roughly average across the diamond. And Toronto has clearly shown a philosophical preference for these multi-position, defense-first utility pieces. The swing here is real. If Smith rediscovers his 2024 to 2025 form, this is a quietly excellent value pickup. If he doesn't, he can't be optioned, which creates a real 40-man roster crunch. Steffen, a 24-year-old righty with a 5.44 ERA in AAA this year, is a ground ball generator projected to inherit Macko's old Buffalo-Toronto shuttle role. Quick grade. C. The value of Macko was tied directly to his optionability, and that's gone as of next year. This trade lives and dies with which version of Josh Smith shows up. Daulton Varsho was having a genuinely rough season in Toronto, in its free agency this winter, so extracting any controllable value for him was a win. The Jays sent him to the Houston Astros along with some money in the deal and got back right-hander Spencer Arrighetti. This is the sleeper trade of the deadline. Arrighetti, 27, isn't a free agent until 2030 and still has an option year remaining. That's 5 years of team control for 2 months of a pending free agent hitting well below his career norms. A 6th-round pick back in 2021. Arrighetti's in his 3rd big league season and currently sports a 4.60 ERA across 17 starts. The strikeout stuff is there, 87 punch-outs in 88 innings, but a 50-walk total signals a real command issue. If pitching coach Pete Walker can tighten up that walk rate, Arrighetti profiles as a legitimate back rotation piece with real years of control attached. Quick grade, A. Turning a struggling, soon-to-be free agent into a controllable starter with this kind of strikeout upside is about as good as return as you can hope for on a rental. Jeff Hoffman was never a fan favorite in Toronto, struggled mightily in a closer role, but was genuinely excellent once moved into a setup capacity. He signed through next season, and the Minnesota Twins clearly believe in a bounce back. This marks their second Jays reliever acquired in a month, following the earlier Tommy Nance trade. In return, Toronto lands Dason Hill, John Klein, and Demuri Pena. Hill is a headliner, Baseball America's number 8 Twins prospect, a lefty who was Minnesota's competitive balance pick, 69th overall, back in 2024. He's walking too many hitters, but a 35% strikeout rate this year shows serious swing and miss upside. If the control comes around, you're looking at a potential mid-rotation starter. If it doesn't, he settles in as a power arm in the back of the bullpen. Klein, 24, has thrown just 4.1 big league innings and posted a 5.91 ERA in AAA. Those 74 strikeouts in 64 innings shows real stuff. The walks, 34, and homers, 14, are the concern. Middle relief profile, if Pete Walker's magic touch finds something there. Pena, turning 21 on September 1st, is hitting .300/.373/.362 in A-ball, mostly at second base with a walk-heavy, low strikeout approach, but not enough power to profile in the outfield long-term. Speed's there, but he's a long shot for a big league career. Quick grade, landing a top 10 Twins prospect for a reliever heading into his final guaranteed year is outstanding value on its own. Klein developing into a bullpen piece is pure gravy. Overall quick grade for the deadline, B. If Soriano pitches to career numbers and this rotation, Cease, Yesovich, Soriano, pushes Toronto into wild card contention, this whole haul gets bumped to an A in hindsight. As of right now, the Jays sit at plus 1,120 to make the playoffs, plus 30,000 to win the AL East, and plus 17,500 to win the World Series. Those are long odds by any measure. Nobody's mortgaging a house on a title run here, but the front office clearly built for both now and later, adding controllable pitching while restocking the farm system with names like Hill, Bateman, and Saltazine. That's the full breakdown of Toronto's deadline. If you want a deep dive breakdowns on every Jays transaction all season long, make sure you're subscribed and drop a like so this channel keeps growing. There's a lot more to track as the Soriano rotation gets tested down the stretch.